Hello friends, my name's Emile and welcome back to Need for Speed Carbon. Today we are going to go and buy a new car. I bet you can't guess what it is because I said it in the last episode. We're buying the Subaru Impreza because it's the only tier 3 car available to us at the moment. We really need a tier 3 car. So yeah, that's why I've bought the Subaru Impreza. And yeah, so my plan for today, we might have a bit of a longer episode this time around. We haven't really had a longer episode in a while. The last few episodes have been like ridiculously short because we've been just running around. I don't think we've got anything unlocked, to be honest with you. Yeah, the last few episodes have just been like cutscenes and canyon battles that don't last very long. So today's episode is going to be a little bit longer, I think. I'm just trying to decide which one of these wide bodies I want to go for. That one's pretty excessive, but it's pretty cool, not going to lie. That one, apparently turns the car, I kind of like that actually, in like a really vulgar sort of way. And that looks kind of plain Jane, but kind of cool. I think I might go for body kit 3 or 4. I'm not sure. Let me just see the rear ends again. Like, body kit 3... I do kind of like that body kit 3, but 4's a lot more... It's not as subtle around the front. You know what? No, sorry, it's body kit 3. It's got to be body kit 3, so we'll have that. I'm going to change the hood, I think, if I can find a nice hood, that is. I'd go carbon fibre, actually. Yeah, that looks pretty nice for the Subaru, not going to lie. I'm going to go with the overdial, just because I'm not a huge fan of that hood scoop. I am going to go for the wind tunnel thing. I could auto-sculpt all this, but we need certain people in the crew and stuff, and I can't be asked to go back and recruit them all. Right, let's see if we can find a nicer wing than the standard WRX wing, which is admittedly a pretty nice wing. So, yeah, I guess, like, the reason I've gone with this over an Evo is A, because it was available, and B, because I used, I really like the Evo 9, I mean, this version of Impreza and that version of Evo are, like, my favourites out of... I might go for that in carbon fibre, How's it look? How's that look? It looks a little bit weird there. It's actually, no. I don't know. I don't want to use the Reaper again, but the Ripper. But that is my favourite spoiler. It makes every car look good. I'm not sure, actually. Can we go for stock? What's the stock wing like? I'm going to keep that big spoiler, the big Subaru spoiler. We've got to keep one part of this car original, I guess. Well, yeah. I sort of went with an Evo last time. I love the Evo 9, and this is probably my favourite model. Oh, those OZs. Let's have those. This is probably my favourite model of Impreza. But... I don't know, I kind of wanted to use an Impreza instead of an Evo for a bit, so yeah, it is a hard choice though between these two. Iridescent plate does look nice, but I think we're gonna stick with the standard Subaru blue for now. I can't really think of anything else to really do to this car. I could gold out the wheels, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna put some window tint in though. We will have dark black because why would you want anything else? Not going to put any vinyls on it. I kind of like the way it looks at the moment, just clean. So yeah, let's have that, and let's continue trucking. We'll continue on with this area we was in last time. That gives us a few more bits for the tier 3 cars, which we desperately need. So yeah, we'll continue on with that. It's a checkpoint race. I like checkpoint races because there's no one in them, and there's no chance of police showing up either. Go Subaru! Yeah, so it makes such a nice growl. Yeah, don't worry if you don't like the Subaru. Like I've said before, we're probably going to end up with quite a few new cars. Like, we've got a decent amount of money. These events give us 20 grand a pop. So, I mean, we're not exactly hurting, should we say, for money. So, I'm probably, every couple of episodes, every 2 episodes or so, we'll probably end up with like a new car. So don't worry too much about if you don't like the Impreza or you don't like some car that you see, because we'll probably end up using a multitude of different vehicles. I might get one of each class, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure about muscle cars, because as I've explained before, tier 3, well actually to be fair, Dodge Viper, Dodge Viper, baby. Yeah, we're probably going to have a Viper. That much I can confirm. I'm just trying to think how many cars are actually in our garage, though. I think there's only 5. Yeah. So we can afford. So we can get 2 more cars, I think. You know, if we need to get rid of any, it's no problem. I'll just get rid of the 300C, probably. As much as that was like one of our first cars, you know, we don't really need it anymore. I'm not hugely attached to it, to be perfectly honest with you, either. So, not as attached as I am to the little Renault, because that thing really surprised me. So I'm going to keep the Renault about, probably get rid of the Chrysler, yeah, if we need garage space, but we probably won't, to be honest with you. I mean, like, with the cars I really want to use in this series, we probably won't. Hopefully you can hear me over the sound of this Subaru. It sounds fantastically loud, so yeah. In fact, I'm just gonna tone the SFX down a little bit. Let's just tone that down. Just because this car sounds ridiculously loud, so hopefully you can actually hear me over it. Although I'm sure for some of you this flat 4 growl is enough. I do like the sound of a good flat 4. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm a bit of a yobbo. I like me Subarus and me Evos. As I've said, I think it's a really strange one. In real life, if you was to offer me a 2005 Impreza and the Evo 9 in this game, I would go for the Impreza. However, in games, I seem to draw more towards the Evo 9. The reason I do that is because of the Scorpions car. Now, I've explained this car before. It's the white and purple one. That you see in the intros. Recently I've like really fallen head over heels in love for that Evo 9, so it's like I just want that in my life. So yeah, anyways, we've acquired that, so we've got a Plymouth Hemi Cuda apparently. Woohoo! Muscle cars, American muscle.
All call signed. We're receiving numerous reports of a 1050 suspect northbound. Unit to clearance.
Yeah, shut up. We're not going to get any police after us in this episode, hopefully. So yeah, the Subaru seems to be holding up relatively well. It's a lot faster than the Clio was. There's a spinning Nissan there. We've got some other people apparently in here. Let's go, go, go. There's some stacked deck that you see. Right, when I was thinking of changing the wing on the Impreza, you know, it's kind of fair enough. Yeah, you know, occasionally you want a different wing. The one thing you don't do with an Impreza is make the wing smaller. That's just, no. You still get a big gaper on there, but you just get a slightly different design of gaper. You know, it's common logic. But oh well. Anyways, although to be fair, common logic isn't to put big like vertex spoilers on your Corsas, but guess what? Need for Speed Underground 2 did. But yeah, anyways, yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use an Evo in this particular playthrough just because we've got the Subaru now. It'd be a bit silly having like 2 of the same car, but at the same time, I love the Evo and the Impreza, especially in this game, like equally. They're so cool cars. They're literally just so awesome. It's unreal. Both of these cars look absolutely incredible. There we go. Yeah, I find, you know, a lot of people like the Blob Eye, the 2004 model. I personally prefer this model. I believe they call it the Hawkeye. I don't know why. I just prefer like the rear light clusters. I think this car looks a little bit better than the Blob Eye. The Blob Eye was actually in Need for Speed Most Wanted. In fact, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if it was actually secretly in this game, like the Golf GTI. And I think the actual Porsche 911 Turbo from Most Wanted as well. The 996 is in this game as well. So, obviously, you know, the cut-out code, I believe, are extremely glitchy, but you can't get them. I assume you probably get the Blob Eye Impreza somewhere as well. But no, the Hawkeye for me is my personal favourite. I mean, just look at it, man. Just look at it. I wish it didn't debadge it, to be perfectly honest with you, the body kits, but, you know, at the same time, I'm so happy I went with a body kit. I'm still, you know, I'm not too sure on the rear end of this one, but, you know, it's just, you've got to put a body kit on your car. That's just the Need for Speed way. You've got to have that wide body on there. It may as well just take the back doors out, to be perfectly honest with them. I mean, it's not like there's any handles on them, so unless they've put them on the door sills like they do on like Honda Civics and stuff. I don't think you can get into the back anymore somehow. Anyways, that's that area taken place of. So checkpoint run and a speed trap run. I don't know if we'll have enough speed for a speed, but I'll certainly do a checkpoint run. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough speed for the speed trap. We might have to go and visit a safe house just to see if we can actually do any upgrades to this before we go for a speed trap race. But yeah, that being said, I've once, mind you, that was a fully upgraded Evo I won speed trap races with in these sort of cars. So yeah, but stack deck, we'll just continue cruising through this territory. There's a lot more events in this territory, so in case you was worried this is going to be like a 15 episode Let's Play, it's not. This is going to be, it's not going to be the longest Let's Play, in fact it's going to be one of the shorter ones, but it's, you know, it's not going to last for very long. I can honestly see this getting maximum episode 20. If this lasts for more than 20 episodes, I will be amazed. But I mean, saying that, we're at episode 14 now. We're going to take over 2, maybe 3 of the territories, depending on how long we get through here. And then that'll take us up to about episode 17. We need to do all of the race wars, which is those like longish events that pop up. They're all getting done in one episode. I think I've discussed this before. Yeah, it won't be a long episode. That will just be basically a cakewalk. But yeah, all the race wars we're doing in one episode on its own. So yeah, this will be 19, 20 episodes probably, in all probability. I mean, I could probably, you know, wrap this part of the game up in like 3 episodes or 4 if I just wanted to like make them half an hour to 40 minutes long. But I think the carbon stuff works better when it's like between 15 and 20 minute episodes. I kind of like it when it's like that. This one's going to be a little bit longer. I'm aiming for about 25 minutes on this episode because the last few have been quite short. I mean, the last episode, it's the last episode was, oh sorry, not the last episode, the one before that was like 8 minutes long. So yeah, we're going to aim for the slightly longer episodes this time round, and yeah, so that should be good. I'm going to try not to complete this game tonight. I don't really want to complete it all in one night. I want to sort of save this. Carbon's one of those games I find, because it's relatively short, I honestly just find myself coming back to this game over and over again. Honestly, don't be surprised if you see in about a week or two a playthrough of this on TRE playthroughs, where I, you know, TRE playthroughs, in case you're wondering, is my non-commentary channel. It hasn't actually had any game playthroughs yet. But, you know, I might start doing them for, like, Need for Speed Carbon and stuff, because it's, yeah. You know, I mean, the thing is, for me, is, like, non-commentary channels are sort of dying. Oh, for God's sakes, I'm not doing that. I'll do that at some other point. I've got loads of territory races to do, which is good. That means it gives me something to do between episodes. Oh, sorry, between episodes. What am I on about? When I'm like really bored and really want to play Carbon, but just don't have the capacity to record it. Probably end up doing those events there. 4 GTs here. Let's get this going. Let's see if we can actually do a speed trap race. That is Lamborghinis. Excuse me. There's also a Sky. Oh, I forgot about the Skyline GTR. I was tempted to get one of those. What? Right, let's restart that. Apparently that truck's made of bricks. Yeah, I was going to get a Skyline GTR. I don't actually know, because of the path I picked, I don't know if I'll actually be able to get a Skyline GTR, but I was kind of tempted to get one of those for one of our cars, but I don't know if I'll actually be able to now. Especially, I think the Subaru is going to be a bit too similar to the Skyline, so we might not get a Skyline. We might get a Skyline, I don't know. To be honest with you, I might just build a car specifically for the race wars, and we might just use the Skyline for that. So I'm not sure. It really depends on how much money we've got. And after this, I really need to check how much money we've got. We'll probably go back to the safe house at some point and see how we're doing as far as money and stuff's concerned. How are we doing on the old speed? Okay, I'm dropping through the order. Nikki's staying up the order. I think the good thing for me to do at this point would probably just be escape as far away from the pack as possible, because then, as sort of the event goes on, okay, in case you're wondering, the way these events work is that as soon as you cross the line, like, the speed starts ticking down for other people. I think the best thing for me to do right now is to try and reach the finish line as fast as possible so everyone else's speed ticks down. And also run away from Nikki. Apparently the best thing to do in these speed traps is not get behind Nikki to get her to give you a boost, as much as that helps. It's actually to just run away from her, because she seems to, like, try to catch you up, and she gets catch-up ability. And that seems to apparently really help. In case you're wondering, you know, how this sort of drafting thing works through corners, it has some form of cornering assist. It isn't very good, admittedly. Like, that can happen quite a bit. But, yeah, it has some form of, like, weird cornering assist going. I love it how apparently Nikki's decided to pick up the pace as soon as they, like, splash out on a really expensive car just for this event, because the Clio wasn't doing it. But apparently now it's like, oh, Nikki's got a sunburst of speed, so apparently she's just going to do them. Anyways, Nikki won that event basically single-handedly for us, but whatever. 20 grand, I'll take that, and I will also take your territory, Mr. Stack Deck. And we've unlocked the Dodge Viper. Oh, that might be a car for a couple of episodes time.
Man, I gotta hold off.
Okay, you do what you gotta do. Right, where are we gonna go? I don't know if to... It's Canyon Race though. I think I'm gonna leave Canyon Race just because I know who that's against, and I know it's a Lamborghini he's in. So yeah, I think it's best to avoid that one. Circuit race, sprint race. I can do that, I guess. That unlocks brakes, that unlocks nitrous, and that unlocks transmission. Right, we will do that in a second. Just let me head over to the old safe house and do some performance tweaks, if we can do any. That is, let's have a look. Engine, we've got street package. Don't really want to use street. Pro package, street package. Nah, none of that's really worth equipping at the moment, to be perfectly honest with you. So we'll just carry on as we are. I don't really want to. The reason I don't want to buy the street packages is because I know, knowing my luck, I'll just unlock the race packages like a few seconds afterwards, and it'll be like, oh, what was the point of that? Okay, Carrera GTs, why not? I forgot that was a car. I would get one of them, apart from the fact that I really dislike the Carrera GT. I don't know what it is about that Porsche, I just really don't like it. Like, I'd actually have like quite a few different versions of 911 over a Carrera GT. In case you're wondering, I'm not a Porsche fan, as it is, to be honest with you. I just don't like them. I don't really see the appeal of German cars in general, to be honest with you. Admittedly, there's lots of German cars I like, but I don't know if there's actually like that many German cars I'd actually want to own, just because, you know, I've sort of been there, done that with German cars, and they all just seem like completely soulless. You know, they're like the way people describe Japanese cars is, you know, they don't feel like they have a soul, they're just made for, Nikki, you're completely not a bitch. I blame Nikki for that. Anyways, let's play catch up, as apparently there's... Oh wait, no, Carrera GT's confused by a taxi. It's fine. Oh great, police officers. Yay! And just when I thought I'd escape them. Just when you thought you would have a good episode of a Let's Play, guess what you're getting? You're getting police officers, you're getting turned off because you're basically useless. So we'll let you recharge your batteries, I guess. Yeah, I know, I don't like the cops either, as evidenced by, well, the last few Let's Play episodes where I've basically just sat there and raged about them. Alley-oop, motherfucker. There we go, he's dead. Let's just rush through here, let's try and kill him, and actually kill quite a bit of our opposition as well, which is fine by me. Yeah, hopefully this... Actually, I don't think it will be. Judging by the fact they're spawning in front of me, that... Oh, you absolute douche. Why did you go for a 1075 there? Oh, he's gonna go for it again, isn't he? He's gonna go for it. Guess what? You're going, mate. You're going backwards. Right, if I lose this event because of some idiot copper trying... Look at that. Trying to do something like that, then I'm just not going to be happy. Please get confused. You're in a Corvette. Just, I don't know, fall off the road or something. Get confused by taxis. It seems to be the way the AI works in this game, is they get confused by taxis. Or they get confused by me punting into the back of them. That works fine for me as well. I wish the AI on Forza would do that. Right. Almost at the finish, although I'm going to have to lose these coppers as soon as I'm over the finish. Alley-oop, over the finish, there we go. I know. I am excellent in every single way. Apparently I'm evading, which is good, although I'm assuming this copper coming around the corner is, yeah, he's after me. Excellent, and he's going to come down here because apparently he has the turning circle of a smart car, which is just peachy. Oh my god, don't get too far up my arse, otherwise this pursuit brake will... Oh, and of course, another one spawns in front of me, doesn't it, to migrate the effects of the pursuit breaker.
I don't think he knows what he's doing. We have him.
You don't think I know what I'm doing. Bro, I'll have you know I've killed about 35 of your comrades in a Renault. Maybe if I drove my Renault, he'd be, like, scared. Maybe I should, like, put, like... Oh, god, no, actually, I'm not going to even attempt to use the painting system on this game. I'm crap at the Forza painting system, so imagine how I do with a game that has a painting system from, like, 10 years ago. It just doesn't go well. Anyways, there's a petrol station exploded.
He's not stopping. He's still 10-8.
Don't turn around, don't turn around, you're gonna turn around, aren't you?
Cover units heading up to the pursuit call. Be advised, this party was last seen heading northbound. Containment is to include immediate
Okay, we're going
area
this way.
and everything west
Sorry
of
about that, guys. I was just trying to work out what the hell they were doing. I was trying to work out why he just stopped dead and why the other one had just sort of, like, decided to turn around. To be fair, I'm quite lucky he decided to turn around, to be honest with you. Anyways, there we go. We lost the cops. But thankfully, that wasn't too bad. Right, what was we doing? It was over here, wasn't we? Let's go and do another sprint race where we can unlock nitrous, apparently. Yay. Oh, it's on canyon as well. Alright, we'll fare well in the canyons because we've got a tuner car, which is good. Scary canyon. Woo. We're against my least favourite Lamborghini, believe it or not. Although, right. Well, actually, no, it's not my least favourite Lamborghini because I don't like the Huracan. That's probably my least... Right, it's such a weird relationship I've got going on with the Gallardo and the Huracan. Right, I don't actually really like them. Admittedly, I kind of like the Gallardo now because compared to the Huracan, that thing seems like completely radical. But, like the Gallardo and the Huracan, like, they're my least favourite Lambos, but they make probably my favourite engine note, like, out of any car ever. They're probably the best sounding cars ever, the Huracan and the Gallardo. Oh god, that 5.2 V10, and even like the Audi R8, just the sound of it is just so incredible. I absolutely love it. I remember, actually, when I was on Forza, I was doing the review for the Lamborghini Huracan, and it got time to do the Top Gear lap, so I went to the track and did the Top Gear lap, and I'm not joking, I must have sat there with the handbrake on for about a minute just revving that engine, and it was just like, oh, it's just amazing. It's an incredible sounding car. I wish, like, I could get that sound and put it on, I don't know, like a McLaren 650S or something, which is a supercar I'd much rather have, and then you'd basically just have the ultimate car. I'm not saying the 650S is the ultimate car, it's far from it. I'm not a huge fan of the 650S, to be perfectly honest with you, but it's better than the Huracan, and it's better than the 488, or the 458 at least it is, because I've never been a fan of the 458. 488 GTB, it's a lot nicer than the 458. I was actually extremely happy when I first heard about that, because I was like, oh my god, finally they've got rid of the damn 458. Don't get me wrong, I prefer it to the 458, but at the same time it's like, still. No, battle of Evo versus Impreza. I will not let the Evo win because I went with him. Oh, I'm definitely not losing to you. I'm definitely not losing to the gym instructor's sports car. I don't know what it is about the 350Z recently. I've just decided I absolutely hate that car. I like the 370Z. For whatever reason, I absolutely hate the 350. Even though, like, the 350 is a slightly less odd-looking 370. But, whatever. Anyways, I think we're going to win, provided, of course, the Lamborghini doesn't just decide to get nitrous, or this Nissan doesn't decide to overtake me, which he's trying to, but he's not going to, because I blocked him. Excellent. And there we go, nice view of the windscreen. You know you've had a good race when you can see the windscreen of your car. Anyways, there's another territory declared ours. Shelby GT500. If only it was the modern one, but it's not. It's the old one, which I'm not very interested in. So, yeah. Anyways, we're going to finish off. We're going to do the circuit race. And, yeah, and then in the next 2 episodes, we'll continue on with taking over territories. So, yeah, that's the plan, anyways. Hopefully it goes well. You're right, Big Ange. In your Dodge Challenger. Your Charger was so much cooler, love. You should have stayed with that. Oh my god. You know what, actually, saying those things about the Carrera GT and then seeing that one, it's still quite nice. Although I have just seen the Scorpions, or Scorpios, whatever the bloody hell they're called. I've just seen their Subaru, and oh my god. Just look at that Subaru there. I wish I could get the vinyls for that. I would so just put them on my car and it'd look amazing. But, oh my god. That is one of those trucks and they seem to weigh about like 5 tons, so I definitely don't want to get involved in a crash with them. Apparently all the traffic's just decided to do that. Okay, you're smirking. Don't know what for, because you was involved in that accident, as bad as I was. Anyways, we've got an SLR McLaren there, because a Subaru Impreza could beat an SLR McLaren, apparently. I don't really care. Bear in mind, this car's stock. I just need to throw that out there, this is stock. But then again, it is a £70,000 Subaru Impreza, apparently, so, I mean, either way. Let's just stay up Nikki's arse. Get all of that wonderful drafting, and by the looks of it, we're basically clear, which is good. That's something that I was a little bit worried about, admittedly. You know, as soon as that race started and as soon as we got involved in that collision, I was like, oh, this isn't going to go well. But luckily, it appears to have gone very well for us, and we're winning, which is good. That's good. It's always good. Right. Let's just try and stay at the front, and yeah, we'll be able to win this little old circuit race. And be very happy because I kind of like winning. Winning is good. There you go. I can speak some words of English. I promise, not many, but I can speak it occasionally. It's like my second language. My first one is just bollocks. Anyways. Oh, you basically saying activate you there. Okay, fair enough. Let's give that a go then. Let's go for some boost. I love how this is supposed to be like drafting, but it gives your car like the equivalent of about 4 turbochargers. At least that's what it feels like. Like my fully upgraded Evo. To be fair, the fully upgraded Evo actually like really works well with Nikki's ability, especially with like the nitrous, because I've got it written to full duration. So when I click the nitrous button, that thing just flies. It just absolutely flies. It can get up to about 200 miles an hour, I think, with Nikki's slipstream, which is pretty good. So that thing is absolutely incredible on the speed trap races. Oh my god, she's killed a man, and I've just killed a man in a Lexus as well. It's Black Panther. Hopefully it's not, as you kind of like his content. I don't want him to die through me. Just mind you, I think that's the way Black Panther would want to go, in a riced out Subaru, you know, just like smacking into the side of his Lexus and just spinning him around. I think that's the way he'd want to go, let's be honest. But anyways, I think we're going to win this event, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know how... 11 seconds behind, okay. Yeah, we're going to win. That's I can guarantee... Nah, God, why do I always try and say that? I can guarantee that for you. There you go. I would say guarantee you that, but for some reason it's like a tongue twister for me. Anyways, across the line in the Subaru. And we ran into no cops, and we've just crossed over into 30 minutes, which is incredible. That means this is the longest ever episode of this Let's Play. Anyways, I'm going to end it off here because it is the longest episode. And in the next episode, holy crap, we've got quite a bit of money. In the next episode, we are just going to continue racing through the territory. So hopefully you join me for that. Anyways, I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name's been the Real Emile. Until next time, farewell.